Topic: Glossary. Federalism, central and state government working together. Constitution. Citizen, people of a particular country. For example, people of India are called Indians. Another example, a person born and brought up in America is called an American. Revenue, income or returns. Judiciary, conflict. Parliament, decentralization, division. Levels, 2 or 3 tier. Panchayat, village council. Municipality, city council. Approval, policy. Topic of Chapter 2. The topic for Chapter 2 is Federalism. Across the world, various countries have two sets of governments that rule the country. One is the central government and the other is the state government. Both the governments rule the country. For example, in India, the major power lies with the central government, which is in Delhi. The state affairs are taken care of by the state governments, for example, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana. Both the central and the state governments work together, and this is called federalism. Features of federalism. There are various levels within the government. In India, we have the central government. Then we have the state government. And we have a more localized body, which is called the local government. There are fundamental provisions in the Constitution. The central and the state government follow the Constitution in ruling the country. The central government passes on the Constitution to the state government. Both governments cannot make changes to the Constitution. If there is conflict between two state governments, for example, Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh, the conflict is resolved by the judiciary. If there is a conflict between the central and the state government, then again it is the judiciary who resolves the conflict without any biases. In India, the central government provides funding to the state governments. These funds are used for various development purposes. For example, in Haryana, for education, for infrastructure development, for water resource management, and various other aspects, funding is provided. The states have to utilize these funds and also generate revenues out of these funding. Appropriate utilization of the state funds is reported to the state head and the central government. In India, the central government holds more power and it manages and controls the state governments. The state government manages the state affairs related to people and infrastructure development. Coming together. The United Kingdom consists of independent states. These states are run under the central government, however, under independent provisions. This is called coming together. In the same way, United States of America, Australia, and Switzerland follow the same system. Holding together. Let us take an example. In India, the central authority or power lies with the central government. The central government allocates power to the states. This is called holding together. The next topic, decentralization. What does this mean? Decentralization? Let me explain. Under federalism, we have the central government and the state government, and we further have local governments. These are further subdivided to take care of rural and urban administration. This is decentralization. Before 1992, we had the central and the state government. a two-tier system. Later on, after 1992, we had an added subdivision under which we had a localized government, further divided for panchayat and municipality. Municipal corporation. What does this mean? Let us take an example. Large cities like Bombay, Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai are huge overflowing cities with huge infrastructure and large population. The corporation looks after the administration of these large cities. For smaller cities and towns, for example, Indore, Gurgaon, Bhopal, and various other smaller cities, the municipality takes charge. Panchayat. In villages, we have the local council or the village council who addresses the administration and the people affairs of the village. Further on, we have the Zilla Parishad who takes care of the larger areas of the villages or combined villages. All these challenges and issues or local affairs are further submitted to the Panchayat Samiti. This is how all the levels are interrelated. Indian federalism. The various states, for example, Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, and the other states of India, if there is a conflict or a disagreement on a particular matter, and there is a requirement to make any changes, the states do not have the power to make those changes. These have to be tabled at the parliament with the Lok Sabha. The individual representatives will have a discussion on the concerned matter and will then take this ahead to the Rajya Sabha. Once tabled with the Rajya Sabha, it is discussed and implemented. How federalism came into being. Prior to 1947, India was not subdivided into various states. There were very few states which were very clearly demarcated. All India was one huge country. After 1947, regions were subdivided into states depending on the regional language of the local area, the communities, and the cultures that they shared. What is language policy? In India, we have many states and many spoken languages. It became difficult for the government to pick on one national language. In India, one language that was largely used across the states was Hindi. It was then decided that Hindi would be marked as an official language and English is the second official language across the country. India is a large country with many states and many regional languages. The government of India has picked 21 languages and marked them as scheduled languages in the constitution. These languages are honored by Indian people. Coalition of state governments. In India, we have the central government and the state government. We have various national political parties in India. During a national calamity, for example, a flood or a hurricane or multiple damage to various areas, there is a coalition. Let's take the example of the Kerala floods. During the Kerala floods, all the political parties came together as one to support Kerala. This is coalition. Another example, during elections, one political party may have X number of seats or representatives. The other political parties may not have equal number of representation. In such cases, two political parties will shake hands, come together. This is coalition of state government. Democracy. What is democracy? It is the power of the people. During elections, the political parties are elected by the people of the country. It is the decision taken by the people. State Election Commission. In case any individual is keen on standing for elections, they need to submit their application to the State Election Commission. The State Election Commission is an autonomous body that validates the background and the details of each candidate. Each state has its own state election commission. The state election commissions are not interdependent on each other. They are autonomous. Discussion for students in the class. Here are a few questions. What do you understand by federalism? What do you understand by urban? What does rural mean? When there is a conflict between the state and a central government, who resolves the conflict? Who is responsible for large city administration? Who is responsible for village administration?